Now look, boys, I believe every man should be training some form of combat sport, whether that's boxing, Muay Thai, Krav Maga, Jiu-Jitsu, wrestling. More of a striking guy myself, but regardless, this is an important practice for any man. Made a little presentation today. Let's dive into it. Alrighty, gents, here we are. Why men must train combat sports. Slide 1. Physical fitness. So I don't believe that there's much you could do better for your fitness as a man than weightlift in conjunction with some form of combat training. Again, pick your poison. I believe almost any kind of combat training you do, you're going to get a full body workout. It's highly intensive cardio that is going to push you to your limits. Unlike running or fucking biking or any other kind of cardio you can do where if you get lazy, you can just stop. You don't really have that option if you're fighting, especially if you're sparring or working with a trainer. They're going to keep pushing you even when you feel like you're dead and you can't keep going anymore. So it's just an absolute killer workout and great for your overall physical fitness. Mental toughness, number 2. So your ability to take a punch or be in a tough situation of combat and then ignore that voice in your head that's saying, ow, this hurts, this is uncomfortable, I don't want to keep going, and keep going anyway. Apply that focus and that concentration and that discipline to power through a tough situation. It's something that I don't feel like you can get through many other avenues of life as a man. So it provides this form of discipline and self-control. And on top of all of that, I talked about this in a previous video, fighting, getting hit in the face, it makes you very present. There's not many things that can make you as present as getting hit. It can put you into a flow state where you're not really thinking about anything else going on. It's just you and whatever you're doing in that moment. And there's something really pure and valuable about that. I think it's very important to obtaining a sense of peace and happiness. So, as ironic as it is, finding peace through violence or combat. Next slide. Self-defense. Now, this is pretty self-explanatory. It's not like the Stone Ages where you're fending for your life every day, but just having that ability to be better equipped to handle yourself, given some kind of dicey situation showing up when you're out and about. You never know what's going to happen, and it's invaluable to have the ability to defend yourself in some way if shit hits the fan. Personal growth. So Andrew Tate's talked about this one a lot, about how you don't need therapy, just go and roll in a fight, and when you're 3 rounds deep, taking a beating in the middle of a war, you're going to learn a lot more about yourself than you ever thought possible. So combat training will allow you to grow and develop character and strength, and you'll carry yourself with a lot more confidence after you go through these things and go through this process of bettering yourself. And again, putting yourself through the fire, putting yourself in uncomfortable situations and making yourself overcome them. That's going to give you a sense of confidence that you're not going to be able to develop any other way. Like the point says there, take your mind to a place that you've never been and persevere through that in the face of the adversity. So it's something that you have to go through. There's no shortcuts, and it's not supposed to be easy. It's hard, and that's what gives it value. Community. I think that this is another thing that's very important as a man, is having a community and being surrounded by strong, like-minded men that are going to help push you and make you better. So a lot of these gyms, MMA gyms, any kind of combat training, there's normally a really strong sense of brotherhood and camaraderie. Everyone's there to work together and build each other up. It's about making progress and growing together. You're going to develop friendships and work hard together, and that's something that's very valuable. Instead of some of these empty, void friendships you might have where there's no really value being exchanged, you're working together and you're you're getting something out of it, and you share this mindset of, okay, I want to train, I want to build myself up, I want to improve who I am as a person. And if you're doing that together, that can forge unbreakable bonds. So you got options, right? Like I was saying before, plenty of options. You have MMA overall, which is just everything, and that's great. Got Muay Thai, boxing, kickboxing. Those are your striking. Muay Thai being the most extreme of them, right? Punches, kicks, knees, and elbows. You got your grappling, your wrestling, your jiu-jitsu. And personally, all I've really stuck with so far is boxing, but I would like to at least get some experience in all of the martial arts. I want to be well versed and somewhat capable of all of these things. So I at least have an idea in my head of what to do in different scenarios. It's like that one saying goes, if you put in 10,000 hours into something, you're better than like 99% of the population at it. And I don't need to be at that level of everything. I want to hone in on probably just the boxing aspect, but I'm open to developing all forms of striking. I want to go to Muay Thai here soon. Try throwing in kicks. Knees and elbows are a little vicious, but hey, that's what it comes down to. You want to have that skill in your pocket, right? And then just a little bit of wrestling and jujitsu, just so I can have that skill. And my idea is, my buddy Ralph, he made a good example. He talked about lions. He said, lions aren't the strongest in the jungle. They're not the biggest. They're not the fastest, but they're the most well-rounded, and that's what makes them the king of the jungle. So I just want to be very well-rounded and well-versed and be, just a little above average in everything, and then really hone in on the striking and get that to high tier level where I'm very, very proficient and very good at it. That's my path, but y'all are welcome to, again, take your pick. The options are endless. So to conclude, take action today, okay? First thing that you should do is decide which skill you want to start with, which one appeals the most to you, and then start looking for gyms in your area and go. Most gyms are going to offer you a free trial, at least one free class. If cost is a problem and you can't afford a gym, well, one, grind, start making more money so that cost isn't a problem. But while you're doing that, it's free to train most of these things. You have YouTube videos, you have resources online that can teach you. And then as long as you have a couple friends, you can start training with them. You don't have to do it super seriously. Just when you're first starting off, little bits here and there. You'll pick up on things fast, start developing the skills, start developing the confidence to do it at all. Alrighty, boys, that's it for the video today. Felt like I was back in high school again, making a presentation, but I hope you enjoyed. I hope you found some value in what I was saying. And if this video resonated with you, then get to training, get to the gym, get to working, and like, comment, and subscribe for more content in the future. Appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one. Adios.